I'm incredibly proud to introduce you to Dr. Andy Weaver from Auburn University. Dr. Weaver.
I want to spend my time this morning talking with you about sort of the historical perspective of the development of this program that Mr. Ivey headed up. And not only are we thankful for the work he did there, we're thankful for the thousands of dollars that he left in the foundation to promote the teaching of history in the K through 12 schools. These two lines here represent time. So whatever happens in these 6 categories happens at a time or a period of time in a geographic setting.
Okay, here's what I want to do for the next part of the presentation is take the theoretical framework that Dr. Weaver just laid for us and make an application to it to a particular time and space. This is going to overlap into a couple of other areas that are very important to me and I think important to all of us as we would apply this approach, and that is incorporating higher order thinking, critical thinking, the top end of Bloom's taxonomy in this approach. But also I want to touch on the beginning of what we're going to do this afternoon called living history and local history.
How's everybody doing today? Well, my brothers and sisters, as we all know, these is tough times. The war is now over and our future is yet to be determined. So our master, or former master, Randolph Mott, is here to talk to us today because I know some of y'all is thinking about leaving and some of y'all is thinking about staying. And that's okay because he's going to help us in our decision making today. So let's give our former master a few words.
My friends, you know I've always treated y'all like my family. Most of y'all been in my employ for all your lives. And it's time now that the Yankees come through here. They have announced that y'all free. But I sure could use your help. You know, I don't know if you're familiar, there's a study that really is powerful about this. It makes me uncomfortable to talk about it. But in the 1930s, during the Depression, they did a study. They went back and tried to interview all of the living slaves, people that were slaves. And they wrote them down. You can go on the internet and see all these. And the vast majority of them, there's a lot of different, but the vast majority of them talk about how great it was before the Yankees came and screwed it all up for us. That's crazy. But the idea is the brainwashing, you know, that sense of, they were told, look, you know, the slaves were told by people in Columbus, if that man Wilson comes, you're done. Okay, let's apply this. Tell me if we hit on, let's start with economic. Do we hit on the economic piece? In what way?
How are you going to take care of
job opportunities.
Yeah.
Share profit.
The mills? We're all broke, right?
That was political, and someone brought in Lincoln's name, even though he was dead by then.
Yep, so the political's there. Social, racial,
Oh, yeah.
social status, but that was there? Yep. Intellectual, technology.
The intellectual stuff that was mentioned, other than what you brought up, was biblically based.
Ah, okay.
And so I think that feeds into the religion.
Okay. Yeah, we talked a little bit about religion. Everybody kept invoking the Lord, right? Both sides were. I like that, right? And to this day, isn't that still true with religion? Everybody uses it. It's you know, for whatever. Did we touch on any arts?
Yeah, right here. She was talking about the song.
The song? So she was singing Go Down Moses, yeah. Probably we're a little weak on that, which, you know, let's face it, in the Civil War, there was a reduction of leisure time to be artistic. And so that's probably not the first thing on a whole lot of people, although there was a lot of good music, and you know, we didn't talk about our clothing or anything, but this is certainly part of the artistic side of things. Let's now say a few things, if you would, just about living history in general. What do you think about this as a technique for students?
I liked it just because even though I didn't want to participate, you were calling on people, I started racking my brain.
What am I going to say?
I could possibly think about that.
Yeah. Did everybody find it was a meaningful experience today so far? Good?
Yes.
Good. Excellent.
So in teaching history, we can get hung up on trivia, which we do a lot of times, and I love trivia, and it's fun, and we should do a lot of that, and we have to do that to pass tests sometimes. We get hung up on one dimension or the other, but do we look at the bigger total picture and look over it periods, because what Ivey would say, look over it over longer periods of time. History pulsates, and there's slides in here, and we can get into them and all, but different cultures are going to emphasize. One of these or two of these are going to get out of whack. But you can use this approach to teach that to students and teach them that it's done. In some, it's all about the individual. If we get over in the social thing, and we're talking about, we're going to go from Greece to Rome, and we can talk about individual versus allegiance to the group, and the need for balance and how that gets out of whack in different cultures. And in almost every culture in the world, I love to talk about that one. Individual rights versus group responsibilities. You know?